Did Shorty show any remorse? I ain't mean to cut you off, but I want to know. I ain't want to. Did she show any remorse for the whole situation during that 3 months? Did she try to reconcile
Hell
in any
no.
way?
Hell no.
So she
And
just was.
she spoke to me through friends and family, and basically was just on some shit like, see, he ain't speak to his son in 3 months. But this is a crazy thing though, cause pay attention to what she said, and this is what I mean by people lying. Don't remember the lies. You said I haven't been there for the last 3 years, right? So if I'm not there for the last 3 months, what difference does it make? If I was never there for
Right,
3 years,
right.
why are you making it an issue that I haven't been there for the last 3 months? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, which one is it?
Nah, everybody know that's a lie.
Yeah, but nah, there was no remorse, and that's the thing. Like, my son used to always complain. What made me change everything was I ain't gonna hold you. You speaking to me, my lady speaking to me about it, and then his grandfather called because, and that's the crazy thing. She lives with her dad. She don't pay no bills. So all of this is for what? You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So it's not like you really need the help, because even if I wasn't available or I didn't have the money, my mom's would give it them, because that's my mom's first grandchild. So she'd be going in.
But then think about it though, and this is what blows me. Even with alimony and all of this, there's just other programs that men have to give money to women that they're not with. You're an adult. You should be able to take care of yourself. If you need some extra cash, that's on you. It's called child support. That means the money should be going to the child. That really ain't got much to do with me. So why should she be reaching out to anybody to get some extra money if she ain't got it, if it don't have anything directly to do with the child? Because you're an adult at the end of the day.
But even that, let's take it a step further. If you feel like what you're doing is not enough to sustain the child and the other parent can, why put them on child support? Why not just give the child to the other parent?
That's a good point. If the mother can't, and that's another good point that I thought about too. Like, if the mother can't take care of the child, shouldn't you give the child to the person who's financially able to take care of the child?
But let's dive into that real quick. So, do you know that as a father, you don't have any rights to the child?
What do you mean by that?
So
explain it.
When this whole court proceeding thing happened, I started doing my own research, and I started diving into the laws and the statutes and all of this stuff. I found out that I need to go to the court and open a custody claim. And in the process of opening a custody claim, I filed for joint 50-50 legal, not physical, because with me driving, they're not gonna give me that because I'm never home. So from birth, the father doesn't have any rights, the mom does. So anything that she wanna do with him, she can do with him. In the sense of, there was even a situation where she did like a surgery to have like his tonsils removed or whatever. I mean, granted, that's cool, I don't got no problem with that.
Right.
But nothing was said to me and I didn't know about it. He told me about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But now with the joint 50-50 legal, she can't do that. She has to come to me, right? So she can't
that's
leave.
Something you had to apply for?
Yeah, I had to pay money for that, bro. The fee to file that motion is $370. And then you got to pay a marshal to serve it. That fee that I paid the marshal was another $60. And then, because you're a man, you have to take a parent ed class, which is 8 hours.
What?
And then that fee is another $160.
Just to get your rights.
Yeah, and if you don't have the proof of completion, whatever happens in court is voided because you never took the class. Mind you, she doesn't have to take it. They tell her that she should, but she don't have to take it.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, bro. Just to be involved, you know what I'm saying?
So the system is more of a female thing. Like me personally, sometimes I think the government want the child with the mother and away from the father.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the statistics on crime, bro, and like out of wedlock births, meaning young girls having kids, most of those, the vast majority, I say over 75%, and in some cases it all depends on where you at. Like in Jamaica, 85% of the children are raised without a father.
That's a fact.
And
not to bash none of those women, but a lot of those women be having like 4 or 5 kids, and they all got different fathers, or even if it's the same father. That's a lot. one kid on your own is a lot.
That's a
4 or 5,
That's
three.
it's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then you dealing with kids that all got different personalities, and they're all trying to deal with not having a dad on their own in their own way. And then you got influences from other people, like their friends and other family members. So now you got a bunch of people who are in the household who are unfunctional, and they just, low key crashing out in their own way. That's a lot. But yeah, single moms are behind a lot of the stuff that we see going on, bro.
That's a fact.
Not to bash them, right? Because
Nah.
my
Some of
mom
them
is
do
a
a,
single mom, but
some of them did a good job. Like,
yeah,
my mom, she wasn't technically a single mom, but at some point she was,
Yeah.
and I think she did the best job that she can. And
Yeah.
I take my hat off to most single mothers because they do the job that they were made to. I believe women are like nurturers.
Yeah,
They don't
facts.
discipline, right? Like,
Facts.
you go look at most single moms, the kids don't really listen to them.
Nah.
Because all mommy know how to do is love and hug and give
Bro,
them what they
could
need.
I
Go
touch
ahead.
on
Yeah,
that?
run that.
All right, remember, for the last 3 years, I haven't been in the picture.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. When he's acting up, in the sense of don't want to wake up for school, don't want to go to sleep on time, don't want to do his homework, anything,
Yeah.
who are they calling? Now, if me and him didn't have that relationship, why would he listen to me?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like all these things were in play before you did what you did. You just did it out of greed, or maybe somebody in her ears.
Yeah, somebody.
But
probably.
then, even go back to what you said. Remember, she's getting assistance from the state. The state don't want me in the picture, so they doing everything. Because even that, she gets attorneys. The state gives her an attorney.
They pay that's the start. So you saying that the state pay for her
Yeah,
attorney?
they have a anytime she comes to court, there's an attorney with her, right? Or or an assistant. Like the first court date, it was an attorney and an assistant, and the assistant was a Jamaican lady. I ain't even gonna hold you, right? And she looking at me crazy like, listen what I can't mind even pick me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When really like you don't even know what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, she gets attorneys and assistants.
So who's? I gotta ask you because I kind of looked into it, but I want to see if you did. Who's paying for the assistant and the lawyer that she get?
The state.
So the state.
And for any motion that she files.
So you got to pay for all the motions
Out of my pocket.
and then the state pays
Covers
for
hers, yeah.
God damn, it's a cold game. So it's like the state is coordinating this and deliberately fighting
Yeah.
against you. So it's not really her; it's really the state fighting
It's
against
both
you.
of them.
It's both of them.
It's both of them. Because, all right, even that, like let's say a girl goes down. I'm not even gonna say a woman, whatever. Because sometimes these young girls have kids like when they're teenager. When they go down to the state and they're signing up for benefits. One of the first questions they ask is the father in the picture? Because if we give you this money, we want our money back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they want to know, is he in the picture? And if he's not in the picture, do you want to put him on child support? And then they'll tell you, we can go back 3 years. We could start from current, go back 3 years, or go back up until the point of birth.
Damn.
And that's how dudes began hit with the hit with their rear.
Oh damn, that's a cold game, and it's crazy because I remember in like 2015, my lady, she said to me, "Yo, when she was getting food stamps, she said to me, yo, babe, they asked me if you were in the picture, like if you were there as the father, because they were explaining to me that the government got to get some of their money back.
You see what I'm saying?
Right? And when she told me that, I was like, damn, I really didn't realize how thorough of a situation that is.
That's
and
a
how
fact.
crazy it is until your situation.
Bro, I didn't know neither. And the crazy thing was, bro, and I gotta watch how I speak when I say this, but there was a lot of dudes that I knew who were put on child support who was like, yeah, I'm wiping my hands clean from the kid. And I used to look at them crazy, and I can't do that no more, bro.
Yeah,
and I say that in the sense of for all of those who was a father, who was an active father,
Right.
and then the girl did that on some I'm gonna get back at him or whatever the case may be, because based on what I heard from people that I know that know her, she basically said, man, she want to ruin my life, bro. She want to see me lose the house, the truck, all of that stuff. So
Damn.
yeah.
So look, I got to ask you now, because it's really all about growth and helping other people not fall in the same potholes that you fell in. In hindsight, right? Just looking back at your situation,